be boring. Yeah, yeah.
Tell me you ready, Mellow, you ready. To speak for the ladies that keep it nasty, dark and petty. If you would pick me, then you might find this upsetting. You say that you're ready, well the joke's on you. Get it?
Hi! Welcome back to Jokes on You Pod.
Welcome to Illyria.
From, you was gonna let me guess, I was gonna guess it.
Oh, okay. Did you know that?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I did. I love She's the Man. That's an excellent film.
It makes me sad because that is kind of the movie that made Amanda Bynes snap, and it's my favorite movie of hers.
Yeah, but that was a long road to Amanda Bynes.
Well, yeah, but she said she endured a lot of body dysmorphia from dressing like a boy, and you know what? That's kind of why I stopped the Quan Dietrich skits, because I was starting.
Was it stressing you out?
It was starting to stress me out. No, when I did the skit with like when your man posts a bad picture of you, I look so much like a real man in that picture. It really, really freaked me out.
You did, but you weren't ugly.
No.
This is a hot guy.
Make no mistake.
Okay, let's say it's a hot dude.
I damn near look better as a dude. It was like,
not
you can
you
be ugly as a man, right? I'm because men can be ugly. I'm like, if I look like this as a dude, decent looking.
I wish
it was fucking with my head though.
My tits keep me from like imagining myself as a guy, but I think I'd be a hot man. I'd be a hot boy, for sure. No.
You know what I'm gonna say?
I'd rather you not.
You know
let's just keep everything adorable. Let's keep it peaceful. Let's keep it cute. All right, great.
I'm not gonna say it.
Thank you.
Do y'all know what I was gonna say?
It doesn't matter.
Comment below what you think I was gonna say.
No, don't worry about it.
I won't say it now.
Okay, you shouldn't. And y'all shouldn't either. But anyway.
I'm Mel.
I'm Talley, and please like, follow, share, subscribe the podcast. Download the podcast. We need the people to download the podcast. Thank you so much for your patronage of this wonderful podcast.
Of the cast of the pod.
Yes, we're so glad to be here with you today.
Thank you.
So we're going to go ahead and get it rock and rolling.
Yeah, we got to be on task. We can't be here all day.
I think something in my makeup routine makes my nose run. Because I only really wear makeup here or like if I'm going out. And my nose is always running. And it was running in the car. So it's not the space we're in.
It's something. You might be allergic to something.
All right, you hate me. Can you do me a favor? I know I'll be bothering you. Can you just give me that tissue right there, please? My nose is just, ooh.
Okay, we gon'.
I mean, yeah, it'd be all right. He could walk past. It's all right. They don't see him. They know what he look like. I think.
No, I don't think they see Pot Rod.
Okay.
Say hi, Pot Rod.
Say hi, Pot Rod. Thank you. But Pot Rod review. But yeah, so let's do our jokes of the week. Our jokes of the week go hand in hand.
They're scissoring.
Yes, they go hand in hand. You were attacked by a small sovereign nation.
I was attacked for presenting new ideas. So here's the thing. And I have to like defend myself because I have to beat the xenophobic allegations,
yes.
Which has been thrown around. Let me tell you something. This is not my first run-in with another part of the diaspora. Mm-hmm. And the first one was totally innocent. I really didn't bother nobody. Mm-hmm. And they were harassing me over a Conk fritter.
Oh, yeah.
Remember I was beefed out with the Bahamas? So if you weren't on Twitter in June, I am of Bahamian descent. There's a festival in Miami called Goober. It's a Bahamian festival. I went because I was in town for my show. And I was so excited. I hadn't been to Goober since I was a little girl, blah, blah, blah. And Conk fritters are a delicacy of the Bahamas and South Florida. Again, in Miami, Conk fritters, you eat Conk fritters all the time, whatever. They usually come like little hush puppies. Right. Sometimes people make them flat like a pancake. Because it's made of like pancake mix and the Conk meat and like onions and shit. Whatever.
It's made like a salmon patty, basically.
Sure. Yeah. So, no, not like a salmon croquette, no.
I mean, you just named all the same shit and then they fry it, don't it?
Yeah, but it's not like a salmon croquette. No. It's different. It's kind of like it's a fritter. Whatever.
Go on.
Yeah. So a bunch of people had Conk fritters out there, so I had like walked up and down to figure out which Conk fritter I wanted because it's like they're Conk fritters. I know they're gonna be good, whatever. And the one that they had, it was like it's a loaded Conk fritter. And I was like, well, that sounds fun.
And I'm going to have to taste it.
And I want it. And it's flat. And it had like bigger chunks of Conk in the Conk. And it had like a fun blue sauce. I was like, well, I want the fun blue sauce. So I got that. Again, I don't really like flat Conk fritters like that. But I'm just like, oh, it's going to be fun.
I made it.
So I was like, I posted a picture. I was like, y'all, I had so much fun at Goober. I had a Conk fritter. I had some Conk salad, whatever. And I'm like, minding my business. This is when tweets still worked.
Because they barely work.
I'm reading my quotes like, oh, what is that? Oh, it's a Conk fritter. It's like a... And then I'm looking like, oh, you're being funny. You're being funny. And then, like, everybody, the quotes were just like, what's that supposed to be? Blah, 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 this. And it's like, and they started coming at me. And I'm just like, one, am Bahamian. Two, Yeah, of course, the comforter that I have in Coconut Grove in Miami, Florida,
is not going
to be the same comforter that you have.
Conk that you pulled up out of the ocean with your bare hand.
Of course, it's not going to be the fucking same. Yes. Like, I am American. I'm in America. Leave me the fuck alone. It's a fucking comforter.
People need to go outside.
So I already knew, like, people, a part of the diaspora, already have a chip on their shoulder about Americans.
Particularly
it's always of course. I'm talking about us. I mean, whatever the fuck that.
Yeah.
It's already a veil of animosity that they have regardless. Oh, y'all so ignorant, blah, blah, blah. Because I was like, I'll block the whole island. Being hyper, but it's actually 700 islands in case. Bitch, you know the fuck I'm in.
Right.
Now I'm an ignorant, stupid American. Well, now I'm about to be ignorant all up and down your fucking timeline. Leave me alone. It's a comforter, and I really wasn't bothered. And I'm Bahamian. It's Twitter.
It's Twitter.
You don't have to eat it. This is not me being disrespectful. Of course, if people going to put a twist on it.
And it's not like I'm like, this is the world's most authentic fritter.
Or like, this is the most disgusting, you savage. I just was eating a comforter from yesterday. And I blocked, when I tell you everybody, why she blocking people? This is why, blah, blah, blah. Leave me alone. So,
the one thing I don't like about Twitter, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I just want to get this off. You don't this is not a democracy. Like, I can block for any reason. I don't have to like your vibe. And
this is my page.
It's my fucking page. You don't get to talk to me. People want to talk to you crazy and then still stay around.
And then just think, because I dealt with that with this. So here's how we get to South Africa Gate. Mind you, we see the worst, most misogynistic, homophobic, all the ist and obic tweets coming from the motherland as a whole.
Yep.
Usually Nigerians. But the South Africans, right up behind them. So I saw, the Tyler girl, cute girl. I like the song. It's fun. But I was like, okay, the girl clearly mixing something, whatever. And there was the hashtag discourse on Twitter about, no, she's not mixed, you American cunts. She's colored, whatever. And I'm just like, okay, cool, sure. And colored apparently is like white mixed with Indian, like the country of India, Indian. Mixed with some other stuff. There's a little bit of black in there, whatever. But she's not what we understand as mixed. Fine. And she's not black, or what we call black, because they don't call it black over there. Sure, great. She's not African. She's not black at all.
Right. Y'all got it. What do you want us to do about it?
Great. But they made such a stink about it. It's just like, girl, we don't.
And you know what? Guess who the song is marketed to? Niggas.
She's shaking ass like we like, yes. And I know it's called Piano or something like that. But again, I'm not from there. And
if it's got a little bit of black in it, are we stupid for assuming that she might be black? If it all boils down to it's something and something and some black, then maybe we're not big fat Neanderthals for
and here's the thing.
Assuming she's black. I don't understand why one would want to be called colored.
Right. And it's, of course, we don't have a great relationship with that word, but again, sure. So what you're telling me is she's not what I understand it as black. So fine. She's not African. She ain't got nothing to do with me. She ain't my people. Right. Great. Love that. So when she won the Grammy, which, again, great. She deserves a great song. I, being an asshole, being facetious. Yes, I'm being funny. Absolutely. Well, happy Color History Month. Because it's fucking funny to me. We don't take shit seriously, especially like we as black people, we put Martin Luther King on club flyers.
Which is crazy.
That's insane. But we be talking about Martin King. We can make jokes. We talking about marching to some hoes. This is how we talk.
Damn, I forgot I said that.
Yeah, you did say that. But like, I'm of course I was being facetious, but I didn't mean actual harm. And again, this girl's not black, so it's not like I'm oppressing her.
Right.
It's funny to me. Baby, when that tweet got out of my bubble. And I will say, it's several things that I want to talk about. several things. It got out of my bubble, and it's mostly, you Americans, I hate y'all so much. I hate Americans. Blah, blah, blah. Americans are so stupid. Black Americans are idiots. Blah, blah, blah. I hate black Americans. Hate. Bullet bags. Nigger. You niggers. Y'all look like me. First of all. Second, y'all not the alleged colors, because y'all is niggas like I'm niggas.
And can't nobody from no other part of the diaspora, if I'm a bullet bag, everybody a bullet bag.
So let me talk about, that, we're going to talk about it in a second. The racism from that is like, it's crazy. It's not even racism because you sound stupid.
Right.
Secondly, a lot of people were like, oh, the location say Atlanta, Georgia. You already know what that means. You are in Africa. You are in South Africa specifically. What do you know about Atlanta, Georgia, other than some parroted shit you heard from another American on fucking Twitter?
Yeah.
You ain't been to no goddamn East Side, Zone 6. You ain't been to Zone 1. You ain't been to Bankhead. What the fuck? You over here just joining because you saw an American say it. Yeah. You don't know shit about Atlanta. Secondly, I hate black Americans. You using a Nene GIF, Real Housewives of Atlanta. AAVE. You over here are using the fucking stand page. It was 3 o'clock in the goddamn morning when I tweeted that in South Africa. It was 9 for me. It's
Just
3 in the morning. Why are you up? Because you're watching the American Grammys. Suck my dick. Don't play with me. Second, so my other point, you said, oh, you bullet bags. Oh, well, I hope you guys get some reproductive care. Y'all are in South Africa. We have very similar histories.
Think we don't know?
With these. We are all equally colonized, speaking English. What the fuck are you talking about? We are all experiencing racist violence. Why are you wishing race? It was, oh, go choke your man's dick and hope he don't become a bullet bag. Y'all are in South Africa. We've seen the movies and the documentaries. We've read the books.
It's
what
giving
the fuck
Cat Williams. Nigga, do you know that we can see you?
What the fuck are y'all talking about?
Talking about?
And then, so again, this is something I've been dealing with non-Black Americans, whether they be Caribbeans, whether they be people from actual Africa, whatever, who, you know, they're polyglots. They speak multiple languages, whatever. I'm American. I speak English and Ebonics, sure. You know, we learned a little Spanish in school. But they are very condescending about us only knowing English. I was texting and FaceTiming profusely a Haitian man. He's like, oh, you only speak English, blah, blah. Yes, nigga, what do you want me to do about that?
And, like, if we're gonna really get into it, like, you only know English because you were colonized. I'm sorry.
We are all colonized.
What is the point here? Like, if just scratch the surface of why you are a polyglot and maybe relax.
Because we're not all speaking Kosa or whatever is because we were fucking colonized. We're all speaking English and French and Spanish and whatever the fuck else.
Yes.
Stop fucking playing. And then, so this upside made another tweet like, y'all, they just eat me up. So one of the South African girls came on that tweet speaking whatever their native tongue is. I think that's Sepedi or something like that. Sure. And I was like, don't come over here with that. Right. I'm about to use my American voodoo. Right. Oogie boogie. And I specifically said American voodoo because if I would have said African voodoo, it would have been like, oh, you call her African voodoo scratcher. That's not what I said. I was saying, don't come over here on my new tweet with that bullshit. Also, you are condescendingly speaking another language because you know I don't understand it. And I can't directly translate it.
And I'll put it in a Google Translate.
And I know you're being a bitch because that's universal. I know bitch is universal. Don't come over here with that bullshit.
Right.
And I know she spoke English, one, because you understood my tweet to begin with. Secondly, because you're speaking English in the replies to your tweet because somebody replied to it. You're just being an asshole to me.
Correct.
Don't come over here with that bullshit. Then people, oh, this is xenophobic. She's just speaking another language. You wouldn't do this for Spanish or French.
Yes, I would.
Yes, I would, because I made a tweet about it before.
Yeah.
Using a lot of words I don't understand. So I'm going to take it as disrespect. Stop fucking playing with me.
Yeah.
So I was just very frustrated with that because it's like on so many different levels. Again, y'all are in South Africa. One of the most violently colonized to this day places. Them white people still got places y'all can't step y'all black asses on. In Africa. What the fuck are we talking about?
Everybody just want to feel better than Black Americans, I think. And it is...
Black Americans are so stupid. Again, you're sitting here saying y'all. Say it out loud. Say y'all out loud. Please.
Right.
Y'all are speaking fucking AAVE.
And like it's like when I was younger and I would read things and then I would try to interject it, and I wasn't trying to be funny when I was doing that pronunciation there, but like when I was younger I would read certain words and then say them out loud and people would be like, baby, that's not how you use that, because I had only ever read it. That's what y'all are doing. Y'all are only reading these things. Why?
These are our... None of this would exist.
And it doesn't even stop. It's also people in Europe, people in the diaspora that live in Europe and shit like that, like the Brits and everything. Like everybody seems to have like a problem
with us,
and it's just like
we were all dropped off
somewhere.
Even if you are still in the motherland, like you probably wasn't originally supposed to be there. It wasn't called Nigeria, however many years ago, hundreds of years ago. Like those lines that they put on the map. It's colonization.
Yes.
We were all colonized, and that's the bigger problem.
The Dutch man came in and drew the lines, didn't he? What's his name? I know one of y'all know because y'all smart. But and I probably should know, so I just can't think of it. But that Dutchman came to Africa and was like, this is how we're going to divide it amongst the Europeans.
Right.
And that's what they did.
They did a number on us, and I feel like we are all victims, and you want to be mad at me? What are we even talking? You calling me a bullet bag, and then people are trying to explain it to me like, oh, well, I tried to be nice to you. First of all, you're getting blocked because who you don't do me no fucking favors. I understand the concept of what color it is.
Right.
I think it's ridiculous how y'all get on here and speak to Black Americans unprovoked. Again, I can understand if we are calling you African booty scratcher, which is ridiculous, and shame on John Singleton for introducing us to that term, right?
Yeah, and it hasn't died down. Hold on, I do have to send a text message. This is
you're fine.
Of emergency.
But for innocent, innocuous Conk fritter tweet, so even if I was being slightly an asshole, yes, I was. I will say that. I was being an asshole. I was being funny. Because, like, what are we talking about?
Right.
But to come and wish all kinds of police brutality on me, like, again, we're not talking about South Africa, or bullet bags, or all this, y'all put 10 on 2.
Right.
Absolutely.
But certain things I've stopped just like engaging with, and I've been doing a much better job of when my tweet gets outside of my bubble, just muting it and going on about my life for my own mental health. I had a tweet about the song Yebba's Heartbreak.
Oh, yeah, I saw it. And I saw the discourse around that.
I really wish people would. However you feel about it, you're not finna talk to me crazy. Because in my personal opinion, if God forbid my mom did the Big Miss Susu and I wrote a song about it, I don't want you walking down the aisle to it or doing your like clean up, fridge restock to my mom's self-checkout song. I don't want that. And so once people started being mean about it, I said, I know what this is. And I just muted it and got the fuck on. Because y'all not gonna yell at me.
You not gonna yell at me and get away with it either. Because I'm gonna go back through them fucking quotes. And now that Elon has ruined the app, I have to bring my fucking iPad out to see my fucking quotes because I refuse to update my app. So I gotta...
you gotta bring out Big Bertha.
Black. So the whole brand is, I'm like... Okay, Beyonce, Conk, Fantasia, black.
Cause fuck you.
Yeah, man. And it's just like, I made it funny, whether you agree with it or not. Again, all the Black Americans who I was actually talking to,
it was fun.
We was cracking the fuck up.
Your tweet was the last thing I think I saw before I blacked out.
Okay, let's hand this over to you.
Okay, so I don't have a good history with edibles, and I got upsold at the smoke shop the other day. So I went in there to get some cones, and then the guy was like, you look like an easy mark. Would you like to try this new edible we got in? And when he handed me the package, I said, this is very serious. I don't think I should do this. He was like, just take a really tiny piece. So I said, okay. So I, do my things, and I too long didn't read it out. I took a little tiny piece, and I was functioning while I was out in the world. Like, I had went to the grocery store, the beauty supply store. I was doing fine. So I'm feeling like Delroy Lindo bopping through the goddamn club. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe he was right about taking just a little piece. I got home, and that bitch hit me I fell to the floor, and then my head hit the wall. Boom. Like, I fell down and out. That's how high that I got. I had to go get in the bed. My stomach did a rumble. I physically couldn't move. So I said, okay, in order for my stomach to stop doing this, I have to lay perfectly still. I tried to shift in the bed, and I threw up so much on the side of my bed that like I couldn't even like call for somebody to bring me a bag, you know what I'm saying, or call for somebody to help me. I literally just threw up. So I said, oh, okay. I was so sick that I had to just leave the shit on the floor. Like, I could not even be like, okay, I threw up on the floor, I need to clean it up. I literally just had to lay back in the bed. So then I went back to sleep, and it was like, you know how you take Theraflu and you're almost asleep against your will? Like, you felt like you slept enough, and you like, I want to wake up now. And your body's like, no, that's right, call for your mama. Like, I literally had sleep paralysis. But the only thing that kept waking me up was getting sick. The only thing that kept waking me up was me throwing up. So I've lost 6 pounds from this experience. I've lost 6 pounds from it, but like, that's terrible, but but yeah, so that's what I was going through while she was going through this. And we had just joked about how whenever JT be into it with all of the internet, Carisha be like, oh my God, what happened? I was asleep. And that's literally what happened. I woke up and I saw you getting whopped on the internet. And I said,
but you know what I will say? First of all, no one called me ugly.
Because you can't. I
got called a horse-haired whore.
That's new.
Granted, it's not horsehair. And if I would have replied without, like, it would have been problematic for me to say what I wanted to say to that.
You gotta tell me after what you were going to say.
Oh, yeah, sure. So I was like, you know what? Because I was saying things. I was like, nah.
Oh, I have to delete so much all the time. I have to backspace.
No, don't say that. So, but I was not called an ugly. You ugly Americans was never said. So, but it was mostly, like, being called like a dumb bitch, of course, to say Atlanta, Georgia, whatever. But, like, it was always mostly, general, I hate you Black American tweets or whatever. So, it wasn't much personal shit about me. Which I can live with.
Yeah, fair.
So, like, was I getting whacked? You know that video? He's getting beat up. He's like, that was me.
Right.
But, like, also, fuck y'all. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Fuck it.
That's ridiculous. And don't you touch them edibles.
I think I'm done with edibles. I don't think I need... I think because my body is so just, like, into alcohol consumption, whenever I do anything else, my body is like, maybe you should fucking relax. You know, like, we got it, like, on the champagne and whiskey and stuff. But all these other things, like, when I've tried to do shrooms, it's not gone well. Like, I'm straight. But listen, we got to get to the booty hole, which is just us discussing.
Okay, well, first of all, before we get to that, congrats, Megan, you're number one. We did it, bitch. saw a tweet that was like, everybody united. It was fucking Scarlet Witch stands, the Swifties, the Hive,
everybody,
Navy, regular people. Everybody united said, "Oh, we got to get this bitch number one."
We got to.
And Swifties don't like nobody black, but they said we gonna buy this bitch fucking single
because you know what. Just evil will not prosper. Not on my watch. If I got anything,
not up in here.
Not up in here. So congratulations if you ever want to come on this podcast because we feel like you listen after you did the whole Megan Bad Still Good situation.
And when she said like, oh, people came together, they're like, oh, you talking about me? You saw my tweet?
Yeah, right. So if you ever want to pop up at the podcast, like, we're down to clown. I love you
and go down.
Okay. Sorry, my train of thought. I got lost. But yes, we are going to talk about Drake's big yellow floppy cock.
Yes. I don't know if there'll be any new developments between now and we record this and when this drops, but the dick.
So here's my first thing. Shout out to whoever waxes Drake, because that was the first thing I noticed. That bitch was clean.
I mean,
it was smooth. Mm-hmm. And I don't think you could do that with a razor. So whoever your wax girl
I didn't see much bald. It was kind of blurry.
It was kind of blurry, but it was smooth.
And they're alleging that it's not Drake, but who knows? Remember we did all that when We Liked a Baby and his dick came out and everybody was like, had all the jokes. It was very funny.
Yeah.
That was a very funny
but here's my thing. It's like with AI and everything, you don't know what's what and, you know.
But I'm entertained, so we're going to talk about it.
So we're going to talk. Well, first of all, one of my things is leaning on my, bleeding heart side. If it is real, I don't know if he got revenge porned or not. So, like, I want to take this conversation with a grain of salt. That, like, he might be a piece of shit, but revenge porn is terrible. And if that's what happened, then
that's unfortunate.
But
if he released this as PR to deflect from the BBL allegations, then fuck you.
Because that's kind of what I think it is, but I don't want to say that. And then it's the other thing that I just said. But
But let's discuss.
It's not girthy enough. It's like, it was, like I said, like, as the bundles get longer, you need to get more bundles to fill it out. It was just like a long 22-inch bundle where it's just like the ends are not, like, cohesive. It just wasn't good dick for me. And then, like, as I said on Twitter, if it's bending, why you sending? Why are we getting floppy cock, bro? Why are we getting half meats?
But the big dick niggas, they like to show, like, look how big it is and it's soft. Like, that's the kind of vibe they be on. And it's just like, we get it. You have a big giant cock. Congratulations. And, I'm anti, monster dick these days. So, I hate when a dick comes out on the timeline. Everybody wants to put their fucking monocle on and act like they fucking, the goddess of girth and the queen of cocks and shit. Like, shut up. Shut up. Little fucking giraffe from the gas station don't have no giant cock like that.
Well, sometimes they do.
Well, you know what? Sometimes they do. But don't act like everybody you fucked ever is a porn star.
Well, here's the thing. I've been fortunate enough to not run into too many, like, subpar dicks. Yeah. I will say that the Lord has sent me some terrible niggas, but, like, the dick is always there. The cock has been cocking. But I will say, I don't think I have, like, a lengthy vagina. So sometimes shit is just too long. Like, I'll still take it because obviously, but sometimes shit is just too long. What am I getting from this besides stabbed if you don't have the fucking girth part? There needs to be a ratio. We need to come up with a ratio. Oh my God. I put all these things on Do Not Disturb and literally everybody I know is texting me right at this moment and I can't focus on what I'm doing because of that. So
don't forget that.
Yes, I'm not going to forget that over there.
Why didn't you throw it by your purse?
Because I thought it was going to hit the ground. I'll get it when we stop to switch.
Okay. But yes. I don't know, man. It's a nice dick. It's cute. It's
attached to a loser.
That's the thing. It's your dick, so I don't like it. I'll never give you a 10. Because I don't like it.
But even then, like, it just didn't do shit for me. Like, having
it was half soft.
It was half soft, and no matter how hard it gets, I can tell it's still thin. Like, what am I finna do with this thin dick? What am I finna do with this thin cock? And then even just like the way that he was sitting,
and because it's Drake, like, if you do have a skinnier cock, there's a certain way you have to fuck so you don't hurt that bitch.
And he
Drake
don't care.
Is not gonna give you that care.
He don't care.
Because he don't give a fuck about you.
All Drake might have given you that care.
But now that I think about it, now that I've opened my eyes to the veiled misogyny he was pulling on back in the day.
Oh yeah, true.
He probably low-key wouldn't have. But he probably was giving, like, his best I love you dick, but it's still like, get Rihanna on the fucking phone.
Yeah.
I want to talk to Rihanna. I want to talk to Bria Mouse.
Shit, he want to talk to
I want to talk to the
Rihanna.
fucking bitch from Hooters on Peachtree. Let's get a round table. Courtney. Let's get a round table. Nebby. I want all the
Didn't
bitches.
somebody say he had a pencil dick? Didn't one of the girls say it was long and skinny? Didn't somebody say that? Or am I crazy?
Probably did. I know Chris Brown. That's one of the first dicks I ever like really pursued and studied.
Oh.
His dick pics came out in like 2011. Bless you. And I was in there, but you know that Young Thug meme with his dirt?
Yeah.
That was me, like, okay. Because his is also long and kind of skinny, but that may be a light-skinned nigga thing.
Well, as a purveyor of lighter-skinned men, as says my history of dating, I like it when if they're yellow.
Well,
I like the dicks to be like more Chipotle napkin light skin brown.
I prefer a churro.
Dick.
I like the churro,
like a cinnamon toast crunch color.
Yes,
that's what I'm looking for.
I love a little cinnamon covered dick. Not so, but again, his mama
is white.
It's white.
Some dicks are just too white. What am I supposed to do with this?
Because his is pink. It's like that pink ombre.
Yeah, I'm straight.
You know,
pink and white ombre.
It be like it. This is gonna sound so inappropriate.
Say it. I'm hearing.
Some light skinned niggas have dark skinned nigga dicks.
What?
Why is your dick my color?
I don't know what that is because I know sometimes like lighter dudes like their balls be real dark and it's like what's going on there?
You need some cream or something? Like,
I don't think they need no cream. I just think people. You're stupid.
But no, they be significantly darker than them. And I'd be like, oh, we're having a great time, but
yeah, I've seen that before. I've seen a lot of dudes whose dicks are...
I think between the two of us, we've seen the most light-skinned dicks, I mean, probably since.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the hunt.
Oh, boy.
Quite a few light-skinned penises, I'll say. It was, I mean...
I don't even know how I racked up all this light-skinned dick debt. I ain't even do that on purpose.
Light-skinned dick debt is title.
Light-skinned, I just don't know how I...
Or maybe just dick debt.
Dick debt, yeah, but I don't know. Even if I had to give that penis a true rating, I'd give it, if the highest I could really give it is a 6, but I still would not fucking with nobody snatch, let alone my own.
Yeah, like if Drake was who we thought he was, like back in the day.
All the girls are like, I'm gonna be front row at the next Drake concert. He was wearing the dinosaur spine at the last
Yeah, he really did have on fucking Where the Wild Things Are for the pajamas at the last concert. And it's like, I hate that, like, Drake ruined Drake for me.
He's such a goober, like that thing where they started playing work, and then he's like, "Oh, I don't sing that song no more." Grow up. We know you're in charge of the set list. We know you're in charge.
You could have just not fucking played it.
You could have just not played it. That woman has a husband and 2 children, boyfriend, whatever. Let it go. Let it go, pal.
So, yeah, like Drake, like I don't know. Maybe he just had enough. And someone said, like, if his dick is decent, he act like that, it's probably because he's just, like, he's acting out. Because why won't you let me have money and my dick is big? I will buy you Birkins. I have a whole room of Birkins for the bitches and y'all won't take them.
And that's because money and dick cannot unlame you. Let me tell you something. I won't say who, but I've had good size, good length penis. You got money, you handsome, all these things. I cannot unlame you no matter how hard I try.
You know how hard it is to be actual Drake? And like all the bitches who fuck with Drake be like, ugh.
They be like, please stop telling people you fucked me, bro. Please.
And it's like, you're literally Drake and these hoes want nothing to do with you.
But that's what
even on as terrible, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Even as terrible as a person that Future is, I still fuck Future.
And you know what? Even the girls that have been outside of Sierra, and I think that's because they got a baby together and they're both famous, and she don't even really...
Like, I really don't either.
She really don't speak super ill on his name. She just be like, I'm off it, I'm over it. But nobody's like, man, that nigga sucks.
Right.
Like, I've not heard that testimony.
Like, other than the baby mama who he tried to have murdered.
He did try to have her murdered.
So...
And then he was talking shit about Lori on that song, so I imagine she doesn't have nice...
Right, because, like, he's just being lame. But the girls, like, really pay him death.
Do you think he has a big fat cock?
I've never been so sure of anything in my fucking life. I know it's
heavier than 2 trips to groceries. I swear to God.
I bet my bottom dollar.
I bet my... Future is one of those people that, like... I know you're a bad person.
Oh, sure.
And I know this isn't going to end well, but the beginning and middle are going to be fantastic. I would just have to see. I gotta
you can line up 100,000 dicks in front of me and like a pictures of them, like a lineup or the police station, and I'll be like, "That's Future dick, ain't it? That's Future dick." I knew it. I just could feel that. So I know Future got that wham.
But I want you to act right too. Like, where is everybody so lame?
And like Future's lame, but his lame isn't the same lame as Drake's lame.
Future knows he's a bad person.
Future just a bad person.
He's just a bad person, and he knows it, and he's like, hey, I'm a bad person. And this is what I got, but I'm a bad person. Drake is like, would you please love me anyway?
No.
Even though I fucked your mom and I hate you, kinda. No,
I don't want to stop Drake.
No, man, I don't.
No,
Get away from here. And stop.
It's like for Future, it's like...
I know.
And I wanted to do a video on this on TikTok, but like TikTok refuses to push any of my content that I don't have on some kind of synthetic wig or the witch hat. So it's just like, fuck it.
It's anti-black.
It is. Mm-hmm. So unless I'm playing Mammy, they don't want to push my video.
So pull it together, TikTok.
I wanted to do a video about how, like, because when I was in LA, we were listening to Love Song came on, him and Rihanna. And we were just like, Future used to make songs for the bitches. And like, for the bitches and bitches only. Like, he would be him and Rihanna, him and Kelly, him and Sierra. He, even like his solo stuff, before he put Kelly on the Never End, or what was the other one? Turn off the light. Turn on the light. Whatever. And there was another, I'm looking for...
I'm looking for a turn off the lights. I'm looking for her to...
But it was another... No, it was another song that said, I'm looking for a rider.
I don't remember that.
I'm looking for... It was like another song. It was like... But I'm like, all these songs are for the bitches. Yes, love it. And then when Sierra kind of broke him in a way, it was just like, hey, I'm going to leave. Mm-hmm. I also have my own money, so you can't control me with that. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to find somebody who's going to love me
and she said it in the song that I'm going to... loving me, someone else, somebody better than you. And I think
know it hurts your heart, because you know grass is green, you know, on the other... She ate him the fuck up. Because you make it I'm going to get my bitch back. And it's been 10 years.
It's been 10 years. Let it go. But then when he did Drunken Love, I'm just like... hone some of that energy and give it back, because that's what made him tolerable to me. That's what made Future tolerable to me. That like when you think of a toxic nigga, right, and like your fantasy toxic nigga, it's like there has to be something redeemable about the toxic nigga that makes you want to still be around. And I think it's the same thing with music. Like when I was talking about Brent Faiyaz the other day, like I get why bitches are into his music. He got a couple of songs that I'm like, I got you. I got your fucking tea. I see why bitches are into you. But like and in my opinion, Drake also have completely abandoned the thing that made them redeemable as toxic artists. Mm-hmm. Like you don't do nothing good to nobody no more.
Like we've lost the plot.
Yeah, we've lost but they hate bitches.
Y'all genuinely hate bitches.
Because they got their hearts broken. So they
and misogyny, that's the thing though. I don't know what it is about this like new age misogyny, because niggas been hating bitches. Marvin Gaye hated bitches.
Real bad.
They was beating bitches.
You know who hated bitches? James Brown.
Who?
Real bad.
He got home with that sweaty ass roller wrap and was knocking bitches all around the fucking
to and fro.
God damn. Them niggas hated hoes and they beat bitches up. So this is misogyny's not new, but even
only one really liked bitches was Stevie Wonder, wasn't it?
He couldn't see them.
And he couldn't tell.
I'm finna be
I hate you so bad. Oh, if I could just get a peek at these hoes, I know I hate them.
Bitch, you lucky I can't see you.
You lucky I can't see you, because if I could.
Because I don't think Stevie was born. Was Stevie was born blind?
I don't know.
Because Ray Charles is like, I done seen you bitches before.
And I hate y'all.
And you went, bitch,
I'm waiting to say something so inappropriate. I'd have just been scooping Ray Charles by the back of the neck and throwing him across the room. Get your ass
the way he did Regina King and that fucking oh, she was mad as hell. Was Stevie Wonder
born blind? Let's see if he's ever seen it. And we don't. I do think Stevie can see a little bit. He was born 6 weeks premature, condition that along with results in. He was born 6 weeks premature, a condition that, along with the oxygen-rich atmosphere in the hospital incubator, resulted in retinopathy. I don't know how to say that.
Like retina, okay. Retinopathy. That's beat my ass. A prematurity, a disease that aborts eye growth and often causes retinas to detach, and that left him blind. Goddamn. So he been blind since the incubator.
That's crazy.
When I went to the Motown Museum, or the studio, they said, it was cute. They had a vending machine, the original vending machine, and it was like Berry Gordy would leave coins on the top of it because Stevie liked to get, what was it? What chocolate bar was it? It was like a Babe Ruth or some shit. But he would make sure to leave coins on the top because little Stevie would come through there. That's precious.
That's sweet. That's precious.
Oh, but that's funny as fuck. Yeah. But like the misogyny isn't new. They was hurting niggas then, but I'm trying to figure out what's different.
I mean, I think what's different now is like a lot of the artists who originally made music for women don't need to do that anymore because the men are so far up their dicks. So it's like, I don't even really need a female fan base anymore because the niggas gone listen to it because they hate bitches too.
But the thing is, niggas been listening though. I'm just trying to figure out what, because like I think about,
but niggas also used to make fun and people used to kind of make fun of Future a little bit for it too, them lovey-dovey songs and shit. They was into it because some shit was bangers, but they used to call them niggas sensitive.
Yeah, you know what I was thinking about 2009. What makes my heart break is like, you remember that photo shoot? It was Drake, Wale,
and Kendrick.
Was it Kendrick or was it Sean or Big? One of them, but it was like that whole class. But it was, I think I want to say it was Cole. And they were sitting on top of the washing machine.
Yep.
And I'm just like, they've all propelled so far. And I feel like Wale kind of got left behind because he was still making the music for the bitches.
And Wale don't hate bitches.
Now, and
even still,
I don't think he does. I think he did something heinous. I can't remember what it was.
He did something heinous?
Not like rapey heinous, but I think he was like being an asshole. But I think he's just acting out because you do deserve better, Wale. Because like, I went back and listened to More About Nothing.
Excellent mixtape.
Oh my God.
Excellent production.
Oh, like, his mind to tie in the fucking Seinfeld with
yeah. That was one of my favorite mixtapes.
Ambitious Girl, the trip downtown, the breakup song, like,
and was a yesterday I saw people crying and walked up and asked what's wrong with him and Chrisette Michele. Is that on that tape or is that somewhere else?
What's the Chrisette Michele? I think I know it's Miss 90210.
I don't think it's that.
I know what song you're talking about. Shit, I cannot spell today.
Yes, you can. You got it.
Goddamn, I'm not doing well.
I like the
Shades.
Yes, that wasn't on there.
Shade doesn't matter. Heart makes the matter. He was talking about colorism. That was on his album. I think that came out in like 2009. I want to say.
I like the project he did with Meg was nice too. Pole Dancer.
Pole Dancer was good. I liked. Yeah. Again, For the Bitches, Bad before he gave it to Rihanna. Tiara, and that may be another thing too, because Tiara Thomas, he stole that lady song, gave it to Rihanna, and now this bitch is half an EGOT.
Yeah, that would upset me too.
So you even like people who you helped put on, Meg, fucking who you came up with, Drake and them niggas have.
Yeah.
And you deserve better, because he would be on fucking Twitter crashing. Now I'd be like, well, like, relax. But then again, I get it now. Or like when people will be like saying nice things to him and he replies to the one bad comment, I be doing that now too.
I be doing that too, but then I have to again just mute the whole bitch, because I'm not finna let y'all because like you look at a tweet or some shit, right? It got 6,000 retweets. It got 153 quote tweets. Let's say all the quote tweets are bad. That still means 6,000 people agree with me. I'm not finna go back and forth with you 153 motherfuckers that got some negative shit to say about this. I'm not. Y'all got it.
And depending on the opinion or whatever I say, why are you cussing me out and calling me a flat-footed bitch out the street because I like hot sauce on my green beans?
You like hot sauce on your green beans?
I mean, yeah. But
like the kind of green beans that come out the can or like fresh ones?
Do it matter?
To me, yeah.
I mean, green beans is green beans to me.
No, so I think they're different meals. Like the green beans that come out the can that they serve at church that they put the little potatoes in and pieces of meat is different from like a sauteed French green bean.
Well, no, not that. Like not the whole bean and you sauteed it, but like nigga green beans.
Nigga beans.
Nigga beans? Green beans? I'm putting some.
You know who be eating beans? Lex P. Shout out to
Lex. Beans. No, she be eating beans.
She be eating beans.
Not green beans. Beans.
Her ass be eating beans.
That's how she get her ass.
Huh? She eat them beans standing up.
That's how you maintain.
Gotta eat your beans standing up.
But yeah, so shout out to Wale, man. Because like Ambitious Girl, I talk about that song all the time. But I just remember being a senior in high school and just being like, I'm ambitious.
Period. I think we talked about this before.
We did. We definitely have.
He was responsible for so many young ladies.
College applications.
Yeah.
Oh, this girl got ambitious tatted on her. I was like, okay, bitch, you went too far.
You know,
why you gotta tat it?
You know, hey man, you had to have a solid group to keep you getting from getting dumb tattoos at that time. You had to have a solid friend group to be like, don't do that.
Yeah, like, let's take the what you call it out your hand.
Right. But yes, we're gonna get into some letters.
We just got a letter. Okay. So, it's just so many.
I might have to stop because I have to give a key downstairs in the parking lot. So,
okay.
Yeah. But we'll just break if I have to do that.
We want to talk about this one. My homeboy be scaring the hoes and low-key be scaring me. Y'all wanted a mailbag. We're going to do 2 of them.
Okay. Yes. Yes, let's go ahead and get started. I'm reading this letter.
Hi, Mel and Talley. I hope y'all are well. First off, I want to say that I love the podcast on behalf of men everywhere. I'd like to apologize for the rude, incel-coded, and disrespectful things they have said to you on your social media pages. It's not right, nor is it okay, but I do hope you make it all someday. See what I did? See what I did there. In all seriousness, it's fucked up. And honestly, some people on social media need to touch grass. There's a lot of people who are mad that they weren't popular in high school and college. Wake that up. Clock that T. Now get on social media and try to chase that popularity. Mel, I'm a fan of your skits on TikTok, the HBCU Hogwarts, and they had me rolling. Tally, the way you mix your humor with English functions and phrases in that expansive, as vocabulary. Y'all fine as hell, funny, vulnerable, honest, and you love y'all. You trying to fuck us?
Yeah, he's trying to fuck us.
You gonna fuck me?
Yeah, you fuck me?
Whoever said black women aren't funny is a liar.
We're joking.
Because they sure haven't listened to this podcast. Here's my problem. One of my homeboys gotta chill. As you all eloquently put it, he's scaring the hoes. And as his homeboy, he's scaring me too. He has attention issues, always needing validation and affirmation on the slightest of things or for something that he's supposed to do. I might need glasses. He's also very demanding and bossy and doesn't like when people aren't talking in the group chat. He always wants people to drop everything they're doing to cater to what he's doing. It's honestly annoying, and I'm not trying to snap and tell him, bro, you're 45, go to therapy and heal your mommy issues, but I'd be an asshole and a bad friend if I do that,
don't say it like that, but no. My homeboy talks about sex at an immoderate amount, and he makes it known on his social media too, and it makes me and some of our core group uncomfortable too, women included. My other homeboys and I have a side group chat without him that we started, where when he starts that extra freaky bullshit that he be on. Like, we homeboys, I don't need to know how you want your wee-wee sucked. Okay. He felt away when I asked to be removed from his Twitter circle and IG. Oh, this is a problem.
Take me out
and his IG close friends, because I felt uncomfortable seeing his tweets about how he wants his wee-wee sucked. Stop calling it a wee-wee. And how he wants his girl to sit on his wee-wee.
He did it again.
I know we're all friends, but some shit gotta stay a damn mystery. He recently started a close friends on Twitter. How old is this letter? And he wants his followers to participate and be interactive. So he was posting all these sex questions. And he is dangerously horny. And polls on his IG close friends. And I was purposely ignoring it because I'm uncomfortable hearing my homeboy talk about his sexual desires ad nauseum. We got into a tiff because he messaged me and said he was removing me from his close friends because I don't participate in the polls. And then tried to insinuate that I was a homosexual because of me being uncomfortable. I low-key want to address it more, but I want to leave it alone. But it's making me, my other homeboys, and homegirls uncomfortable. Like, why do we have to suffer because you're sex deprived with mommy issues? Let me know the best way I can navigate this. P.S. I hope God grants y'all all the desires of y'all's hearts. Oh, thanks, friend. Your friend is a fucking weirdo.
No, he's weird. He's
weird, and honestly, like, that homosexual comment, like, maybe he's being a little projecty. Because unless the topic at hand is about sex, I would never text Mel and be like, man, I need some head. Like, what the fuck is going on there?
Hey, I need my pussy licked and sucked on.
Oh, hey, friend. You want to maybe just go to Cheesecake Factory? Like, I don't understand why we're talking about this. So he's a weirdo. And I don't think you should, like, as a person with dad issues, I wouldn't want none of my friends, like, throwing my dad issues in my face. But I do think it's important to be like, hey, friend, like, let's unpack why you want to talk to us about your cock all the time. And maybe instead of unpacking it with me, you should unpack it with a professional. So that's how I feel. Anything?
Yeah, that nigga's a weirdo. Like, he's just strange. And hate it, and you do need to say something. Honestly, you may kind of just need to, like, secede from the friendship, because this nigga's weird. Ain't no telling what kind of skeletons he has in his closet, because it does give very much mommy issues. And the nigga's weird. He may have some allegations.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, if y'all are all uncomfortable, if it's getting to the point where you got to have a secret group message and you got to ask to be taken out of close friends, and then why are we having a referendum on taking me out of your close friends, especially if I'm your close friend in real life? Like, if Melanie was on some nut shit in her close friends, bro, I'm your close friend for real. I don't need to be party to this. I would like to not participate.
Why would I be putting my coochie lips on the close friends and then being mad? Like, hey, y'all, which coochie lip is cuter? And, hey, Tally, I see you didn't vote my coochie lip poll. Like, I'm going to need you to go.
So now we're not going to be friends.
So fix that.
Yeah. No, absolutely not.
Strange. I can't read these with no paragraph breaks, baby.
And they just won't give us paragraph. I'll read it. You want me to read it? Or you can just stop at jacket.
Want me to pick up, or?
I mean, you could just pick up where it says we got into a small argument, and I'll just scroll it up.
Okay.
Can I turn it this way?
Mm-hmm. Read the subject.
Okay. The subject is, I hate my social media famous ex. Good evening, Mel and Tally. My name is blank, because you didn't say, but I'm going to assume you don't want me to say it. I would just like to say I love the pod. I went to FAMU and ran into Mel at the club during homecoming.
That's so funny. Hey,
I would just like to say it was a pleasure meeting you. You're such a delight. And Tally, I hope to see you on tour or something, girl. Same. With that said, I need a little advice. So a few years back, I met my now ex-boyfriend, parentheses, I am a gay man. At the time, he was in the military, and I was, of course, in school finishing out my degree. He was stationed somewhere in Middle America, so our relationship was via FaceTime and text message. We talked for about a year before we actually met in person, and 6 months into our relationship, before we met in person, he started to pull away and eventually broke up with me because he felt we were moving too fast. During that 6-month period, we told each other about our deepest insecurities, dreams, and goals. In our conversation, I expressed to him that I'm terrified of being alone for the rest of my life and how I have crippling abandonment issues. So when he left me, I was devastated. Nevertheless, we found our way back to one another. He was a creative. He knew how to draw, sing, and dabble in a little drag, period. I supported all. I knew how much my support meant to him because of his insecurity and expressing his femininity. So I pushed him to do anything and everything his heart desired. He already had a pretty big following on TikTok, but he couldn't get his content to translate on other platforms. Fast forward when we decided to spend our birthdays together, our first time meeting. He made it one of the most underwhelming birthdays I ever had. My birthday is August 22nd and his is August 29th. So he came to Tallahassee because I was entering my senior year of college and my birthday was the first day of fall semester. So we thought it would be easier to spend the week together in my new apartment. He asked me to be his boyfriend the day after my birthday. We decided to go to Top Flight that Wednesday to celebrate our birthdays in the middle of the week together with close friends and family. His cousin had drove in from Jacksonville to come celebrate with us. They planned on leaving later that weekend to go to Jacksonville so he could see his mother, and that was okay with me. The night we set out to go to Top Flight, I knew there was dress code, so I prepared for that. As Mel knows, me being my feminine self, I don't mind a mesh top, a good pair of leather pants, and a boot ensemble to set my night off. But him, on the other hand, he was uncomfortable going into a club with a dress code that doesn't cater to people with a feminine twang. But I reassured him he could just bring a jacket and I'll hold it through the night at the club. He insisted on not bringing the jacket. So okay, there you go. Where's it? I'm about to scroll it up right to the point where you go. There you go.
We got into a small argument about it, but I eventually convinced him to bring the jacket. Later that evening, my friends had came over and we started to pregame. Pregaming for the flight is crazy.
Yeah.
And my friend called him and said he was going to continuously call him the entire night. And came over, we decided to pregame, and my friend called him and said that he was going to continuously call him that entire night. I didn't like it, so I firmly asked my friend not to call him that. It was that. No argument, nothing, went to the club. Okay, and I feel as though he's giving me the cold shoulder. I figured out he was giving me the cold shoulder when he didn't buy me a drink and ignored me for most of the night. My friends saw the tension and they tried to make me still have a good time because this was also my birthday celebration, but knowing that my mate was upset, it caused me to not have fun. The next morning rolls around, him and his cousin gets up and go to Jacksonville, and I don't hear from him for about 2 days, and this is quite odd. He was supposed to come back from Jacksonville to fly out of Tallahassee after he saw his mother. So the day before he was set to leave, I give him a call, ask, where's your cousin? And when is she bringing you back? He proceeds to tell me that he got his ticket changed from Tallahassee to Jacksonville so he can fly from there instead of coming to see me on his last day. Oh. While on the phone, he told me that his entire trip was a bust because all I wanted to do was argue. He proceeds to break up with me for the second time. He just asked, after saying he would never make me feel unwanted or abandoned again. This time, I didn't beg, plead to him to stay. I just let him go. I didn't fight, didn't cry, even though I was devastated. A few months later, he gives me a call. We talk, and he asks, can we get back together? And I tell him this is something you're going to have to work to get back to because you keep leaving me after knowing one of my biggest insecurities is being abandoned/unwanted. Period. He sticks it out, tries to do the long fight, distance, and eventually just gives up on and trying to win me back. A few of his TikToks have gone viral, and he was able to move his platform from there onto Instagram, where he's getting a lot more attention from celebrities and comedians and such.
Child, who is this?
I think you guys might even follow him, so it's even more embarrassing. He calls me to tell me that he has been on Instagram Live with...
It is? No. No. I don't think so. We're going to have
to...
Yes.
No. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes.
No way.
Yes. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay, let's continue the letter. No,
oh my God. Okay.
There's a video here.
Okay. There's more about it. He called me to tell me that he'd been on Instagram Live with one of my favorite podcasts, and he wanted to thank me for pushing him to do and be everything that he wanted to be. I was grateful to hear from him and very proud of all the accomplishment that he achieved in such a short amount of time. We continued talking as friends, but feelings always seem to get mixed up when it comes to us for a while. We were flirting back and forth and not really setting boundaries for each other. I eventually asked him, was he dating anyone else? And he said not really, but he had a few people he may have been talking to, and that hurt my feelings because not too long ago, Literally, maybe the day before we had told each other that we still love each other. Now, after telling him I wanted to be with him and he not feeling that, I don't have what he's looking for in a partner. And it's just confusing me because before, when you didn't have an Instagram following, I was everything you wanted. But now that you have an Instagram following, you don't want me at all. We still have a lot of mutual friends. They told me he came to my city and thought that I would have seen on social media, but he had removed me. And the last time he removed me from my Instagram is because he didn't want to see me happy. I texted him and asked what I did to get removed from your Instagram. He replied nothing, and I haven't responded since. I've been thinking of a response, but I didn't know what to say back because I still kind of want to be with him, but I don't want to be somewhere I'm not wanted. What should I say back? I'm going to leave a video of me and Mel from Homecoming in an email, but I don't think I should leave any pictures of my ex because I don't want things to get messy. Not saying you guys are going to eventually reach out to him and tell me I wrote, but I just rather not. Love y'all. We took a video, friend? Oh, I can't see it, child. Hold on. Let me go on my phone.
Okay. Here's
so what's the question?
The question... First of all, I feel like you ask it if you should keep trying to deal with this person, and they're being unkind to you, man. And I feel like all the letters always come back to this place. First of all, stop trying to get picked up by somebody who keep putting you down. Like, just straight up. No, I'm dead ass serious. Friend. If somebody at any inconvenience is willing to set you down by the fucking riverside because they busy or because they don't want to talk or they don't want to work through it, somebody got one time to put me the fuck down. Now, if we mutually put each other down, then that's different. But if you just keep... I'm a burden that you keep laying down because you can't carry me no more. I don't want to deal with that shit. And honestly, the whole shit, him removing you from Instagram and then you asking what you did, he's saying nothing. It all sounds very petty. And I don't know, maybe we do know this person. That's not going to change my opinion of what I read in this letter.
Yeah, that's not great, man. This? Oh, I was... What party was this? What was this?
Child, you just be places.
Oh, this was from Thursday night. Okay. This was Thursday. Okay, yeah, friend. I was cute.
You are cute.
That's okay, that was cute. This was the band. Okay, friend, yeah.
But yeah, okay. My
that's not nice, friend. And you are very cute and hot, especially like from what I know about the gays. Baby, miss one, next 15 one coming. Period. Don't worry about it, baby.
Yeah,
don't worry about it. And let that person have their new journey. And you ain't got to be a part of it, friend. And
damn. Am I your baby? Daddy? Am I your baby?
Like, why would you say it like that? Am I your baby? Am I your baby? But yeah, just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Just leave it alone. Get you a new... Especially, baby, if you don't go down to the McDonald's on a Saturday night and after going to Roxy, they still got Roxy in Tallahassee?
I don't know.
Are you still in Tallahassee?
And also, do you just want this person? Because for me, when niggas don't be wanting to rock with me, how I be wanting to rock with them, sometimes I just want to get them back so I can know that I did it and then be like, okay, I'm off it. Never mind. I don't want to fuck with the nigga no more. So is this that you really want this person and want to be with them? Or are you just upset and, you know, in tandem with your abandonment issues, want to see if you can get this person and then be like, okay, I'm done.
This is crazy.
This is a follow-up. Remember we read this?
Oh, this one this is a follow. Let's read the update.
Hold on. Yes. But you leave that person alone.
Yeah, just leave it alone, baby. Just leave it alone. Okay. Not the clues. Okay. This is from Miss Mamas, who said that this was the rapper who was being weird with the girlfriend and the chain, all the things.
Yes.
She said, "Hi, I just saw that my email was read on the podcast, and I wanted to say how grateful I am for your advice. We haven't really talked, which is good, and I didn't end up telling the girl because something in my spirit was telling me not to. Me and Vaughn still have a few mutual friends since we're both creative, so we're in the same spaces sometimes, but I have nothing to say to him, and he had nothing to say to me. I feel more at peace with the situation. Thank you so much for the advice again. I have this episode saved, and you saved me from embarrassing myself even further. Fuck him up a wall. Sincerely, redacted.
Yes. We're out here changing lives. Saving lives. Know that like most of our advice is gonna be leave that nigga alone. As soon as niggas get to acting funny, man, you need to fucking split. You need to blow that goddamn popsicle stand.
This one's short, but it's funny because I like the subject. Mm-hmm. You knew that would get my attention, and I like the style.
Yeah.
So
you want me to read this one?
Let me say the subject, and that's fine. A croissant winch ain't did nothing to nobody.
Okay, so she boosted this letter just to make sure that it was at the top of the inbox. So I'm not going to read what she sent to boost it. But, yes. This says, hey, y'all, you can leave my name out of it. And then she pronounces it and then gives us a nickname. If you don't want me to say, why you giving me your nickname?
Let's just say this one.
Okay, I don't want to say none of it, just in case it's identifiable, you know, because you don't know if her and her friends listen or whatever the fuck, so.
Let's call her Camera.
Camera? Camera, we're gonna call you Camera. Y'all are really my older sisters in my head, especially Talley, because we both Sages and elder sisters. Gang. I knew it was solidified on episode 42. Talley says something that I've always thought / done, but never heard anyone else say. You cannot give these niggas head too good on the first link. You cannot. Gotta set those expectations low. Anyway, I really just wanted to write in and say hi, but I might as well get some advice while I'm here. I'm a junior at a HBCU in Texas, and I'm currently dealing with the loss of my grandma. Poor baby. She was everything to me, and she died very unexpectedly. I just thought I had so much more time. Oh, this is making me sad. It's really taking a toll on my mental health. I'm trying to keep pushing through, but the grief is just so heavy. I've been experiencing a lot of anger, shock, and just pure sadness. My biggest thing right now is just being so jealous of people who still have their grandma till late in life. There's so much I'll never get to experience with her, and it's just not fair. I wouldn't wish this on anyone. I just feel so alone in my grief. Do you have any advice on navigating grief at a young age and really accepting a loss? Sorry that this is a little sad, but thank you for taking the time to respond. You can go first, and then I have something to say.
So I've lost both of my grandmothers in my teens. Damn, that kind of sucks, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
But okay, I'm trying to figure out how not to be too dark. I wasn't super close to my grandmothers because of their own, like my parents and their mommy issues.
Yeah.
So I'm not super, like when they died, it was like, this fucking sucks. But also like, like my first grandma, my dad's mom passed. And then, so that was a lot. And just like seeing my dad go through that. And like, you know, she was a single mom. She was a #boy mom. Mm-hmm. And so he wasn't doing well with that. And he died literally like 2 years after that. Mm-hmm. He was like heartbroken from that. So then when my second grandmother passed, it was like, well, my dad's dead. So I can't really
focus.
Yeah, like, not that I don't care, obviously, but it's like, my daddy gone. So this is, you know.
Yeah.
So when people are like super like grief-stricken when their grandmothers die, I be like, dang, must be nice to like not care that much. I'm trying to figure out how to say this without sounding terrible. But like, it was just kind of like, because of my grandmother's own personal demons, they couldn't give me the perfect grandma experience. Mm-hmm. So when they passed, I was kind of grieving what could have been versus what it was. Yeah. Because you know people who like don't play about their grandma, like I never had that. Yeah. So just grief in general though, you just gotta take it day by day. Like I have days like, oh, my daddy dead, LOL, hi, it's lit. And then some days I smell some cologne because my dad used to always have on like way too much cologne, right? Mm-hmm. That was like his vibe. So if I smell like too much cologne, I'd just be like, but again, it's been almost 14 years, which is crazy. Yeah. Which is fucking crazy. And I still have my days. So like what I do to just, you got to talk about it. Talk about it with people. Let it out. Because if you leave it in, you will like combust. Talk about it. Remember them in the best way possible and not in a sad way. Like I'm trying to think of like, I think of my dad in good ways that, I'm trying to think of like a funny memory that's like not riddled with sadness. Like, cause usually like, it's like on Inside Out. Mm-hmm. Like the sad memories, like once sad touched it became sad, but it could have been a happy memory, you know? So that's like in reverse of Inside Out. I'm trying to think of something funny.
I don't think it has to be one or the other. I think a sad memory can be happy too.
And that's kind of the point of Inside Out as well. Yeah. Like it don't always have to be a sad memory. Oh, like, okay, for example, this is ridiculous, but when I shot myself, going back to the croissant sandwich, it was like, I really just shot myself, but it was like, last time I shot myself, I was with my dad. Yeah. So like you have to find the happiness in those sad moments and just keep going, friend. I'm sorry that you lost your grandma.
I think for me, I feel very fortunate to have my maternal grandmother and my paternal grandmother still. But I spent a lot of time with my great grandmother growing up. And, you know, we're a young family that gets pregnant young. So, like, she was like 46, right? No, I'm not
That's
fine.
no, I'm not trying to be funny like that. But like,
I get what you're saying. She's a young great-grandmother.
Like, how fun.
And she passed on my 22nd birthday. And I remember, and that was just me and my dad.
This is your dad's grandma?
This is my dad's grandma. Okay. And I remember it was just me and my dad and maybe a friend that went out. And my energy was weird all that day. And when when I had never seen my dad, like, I don't think I've ever seen my dad just sad before. He was just sad. Like, he wasn't angry. He wasn't talking. Because my dad, when he has emotions, he's like, I have a problem. And it becomes everybody else's problem. So if he is upset, he's going to tell you.
Right.
And he was just so quiet. And I kept asking him, like, bro, like, what's wrong? And because of our history, I'm like, did I do something? Like, you ruining my birthday. Like, what's good? And he didn't tell me until the next day that my grandma had passed. Mm-hmm. So, like, I'm in his face, like, trying to get him to turn up, and he dealing with the death of his own grandma, and nobody told me. Mm-hmm. And, like, I had, you know, in that age between, like, 17 and 23, where, like, you're really not communicating as best you can with your family members, and you just kind of out in the world fucking about, because you, like, you know, I'm gonna get right back. Like, eventually I'm gonna call, because life has introduced me to so many new things, and
I'm having fun.
I'm having fun. Yeah, I'm having a good time, and I'm not even like, in my mind, she was always gonna be there, and then she just wasn't. And it comes in waves.
Yeah.
And you have to kind of be in a space where you're comfortable with, like, I saw, what's the actress that plays Chastity on Rap Shit? Jonica. Is that her name?
Oh, yeah.
And she was talking to her friend. And her friend was like, you know, her friend had a loss. Oh, and the friend was like, you know, I want to get back to the person I was before. And Jonica was like, that person is gone. Like, you have to
Christina's gone.
Learn how to be this new person with this new experience.
Without the person
without this person. Because the person, before you think it was the person's mom, knew your mom and had your mom. Now you don't have that anymore. So just kind of like reimagining who you are without her. And you won't necessarily get comfortable with it, but having the realization that, like, thank you. You might never feel as though you feel, because my grandma, like, people look at death as this like final thing, and it's like you have one big last moment with somebody, and that's only you're only fortunate enough to have that if, like, the person was sick and you knew it was coming, you know, or things like that. My grandmother got sick, got real sick, passed, and because of, and I don't blame my family, but because I'm so emotional and I have such big feelings, and it was my birthday, I didn't get a chance to say, like, people got to say bye. Mm-hmm. People got to talk to her. Mm-hmm. And I've always felt very guilty because I thought I had more time with her. So this letter just kind of hit me in a weird place. I just need to take a second.
Okay, we're gonna wrap up and we're gonna do even more letters next week. Okay.
Yeah,
bye.
sorry, I got sad. Bye.
Yes, I said sad letters. Bye.
Sorry. Or put it that it's sad in a thing. Bye.
Bye.